If you didn't know, the projectarrhythmia Discord server's third level contest just had its levels release. Now, I'm no stranger to contests, but I mean, come on, I am. I played the first one in Zen mode and said nothing, and the video became an hour long and it still hasn't beaten Kitchen Gun in views. Anyway, since I missed out on the last contest, I figured I'd come back to this contest to check out all the levels that release and actually offer commentary and input this time, rather than doing nothing and spending forever editing it. This contest was themed around Duality, and to fit that theme, each level is a collaboration between two creators. Without further unnecessarily long introduction statements, let's get into the contest. First off, we have Light and Dark, a level themed around, you guessed it, Light and Dark, by Nabil and Ceaselessness. What fate will await at the center of this yin and yang? I don't know, probably some sort of ranked screen telling me how well I did. Oh, and Nabil made the music himself too. Neat. So this level starts out standard. It's a level, alright, black and white, that's definitely Light and Dark. Hey look, it's Nabil. Nabil being the dark boss here, I don't know. It kind of fits, but it kind of doesn't. The thing is, if you've ever seen that monster Nabil thing, I think it was in his last contest level, actually, you're going to think, oh yeah, that looks like a dark creature, but this isn't that. This is just Nabil with a different color scheme. It just feels like a missed opportunity in my opinion. Oh yeah, also, these little text blurbs appear in between parts. Just have some random quote from the PA community. Anyway, it's time to turn on the lights with the light part by Cease. This heart thing appears as a boss at this part. Projectarrhythmia white heart, not related to black heart in any way, mind you. It dashes around a bit, does this, does that, does this, where'd it get those, and it's gone. The level ends with a sort of fusion part that mixes the light and dark together. That's pretty neat. It's pretty neat when you take the Duality theme and, oh, it's not just one part is this, one part is that. They're both a part now. After some inspirational words from none other than Bob Ross, the level is finished, and, well, it was pretty neat. It took the theme, took a classic example of Duality, and put out a pretty good level. Destroying Garden is where the Duality theme starts to get interesting. This level was made by K. Dudsem and Instessol, and I probably didn't pronounce those right, and uses a duality split of Peace and Quiet Garden and what is probably the total opposite of that. You start out in this calm garden, the music is calm, the gameplay is calm, you can stay up here. Okay, to be fair, it is easy difficulty. We don't get a lot of easy levels nowadays, actually. Everybody's focusing on putting out Expert Plus levels to torture YouTubers. Anyway, cute little bird dudes flies over. I like them. They're cute. I like them. They're a nice touch. And as the sun sets, some fireflies appear, bringing the FPS drops with them. Well, once they're gone, the FPS is better, so after the sun sets, the garden starts getting destroyed, hence the level name. And, hold on. What's this? What? Oh, you have to play it in the dev branch. Okay, 1 second, I'm just gonna switch over real quick. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I really love how this part makes use of the song title and theme, because the song starts out calm, and then it starts getting more and more intense, fitting the whole entire Destroying Garden theme. I mean, who wouldn't want to destroy a garden to this song? I mean, I'm not saying you should destroy a garden, but, I mean, if you're going to, play this song while you're doing it. Anyway, then we get this heavy breathing dude. Was this all a nightmare he was having or something? I don't know, but it was a super cool touch. The garden is undestroyed and our burb friend returns to finish off the level. And that was quite an experience in the level. I really love the atmosphere and theme in this one, and it was nice for a level to be a bit on the easier side, even if it was a bit too empty at times. And I wasn't really expecting these rocks to damage you, which was kind of a problem. They looked a bit too much like a heart in the background, but, well, it doesn't matter too much. Up next, Let You Go by Cosmos and Switch. It's alright. This background is kind of interesting, and the attacks are okay. It just doesn't feel too creative of a take on the theme. It's just two different colors. Anyway, moving on from that, let's talk about the rest of the level. The rest of the level is fine. That's it. It's a good level, but it just doesn't feel too memorable. The background, this background is really neat, though. I like that. But the level just doesn't seem to have a proper theme to hold it together. If you didn't know this was for a Duality theme, you wouldn't be able to tell that by looking at it. It also feels a bit too flashy with the size 0 grain too, but I was able to get used to that. and each boss turns into another boss because, yes, references. Although I don't think that this arrow here was a reference to a boss or anything. If it was, I didn't get it. It just made me think that the screen was going to scroll left or something. Anyway, that's really all I can say about this one. It was okay. The first Snowfall on my secret base. This is pretty awesome. Umbra in Dragon W 1414's level takes Fire and Ice theme. Another great take on Duality. We get some little fire things and ice things floating around. That is a very squishy fire. At this part, the level starts to get harder and pick up the pace with the song. And this scrolling part is just awesome. It just feels great to get to and to go through. Hey look, the fire and ice are giving each other a hug. The level ends with some ice orbiting fire and doing this cool combo attack, which should be physically impossible. That ice is not going to last long, and will be melted and dissolved in a few minutes. That's it, I guess. There, that's that. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's a really good touch. That is awesome. TFSOMSB is super fun and takes the song well. Paladin, the level by Ace360 and Terra and Bite that already won the disqualified award in the contest for having an unverified song. But I'm still going to review it because I might as well, and it's pretty good. This one's another Lightning Lord theme? Okay. We got some long bullets here, some cool perspective there, and epilepsy. The drop of this level is incredible though. I love the split screens here, and I'm surprised more levels in the contest didn't do something like this. These 3D-ish bullets are cool too. This square part looks like one person made the inside and the other made the outside of it, since the colors are mentioned to indicate who made what parts, and that honestly is a really interesting way to mess with that. After some scrolling up and scrolling down, the level is done, and man, for only about half the song, the level packs in a ton of enjoyment and energy. I do wish that more of it was used though, but that's only because I just want to see more of this. Now I know what you're thinking. These Duality levels are cool and all, but when do we get a cyborg witch? Cave Spider and Video Gamer have got you covered. And all jokes aside, the theming here is awesome. Magic and technology is the exact kind of take on Duality that simply stands out and above from the rest. And it's Camellia music too, which is always nice to see in levels. We need more Camellia levels. This boss is definitely a Cave Spider boss with the amount of detail and the humanoid shape. Those potions have eyes too, and honestly that's just really cute. Getting into the build-up part here, Vinyl, the boss, puts together a robot and Aura appears? I think that's Aura. And this part is honestly the most underwhelming part. It stands out for all the wrong reasons. There's no background or detail like you see in the part before it. Not to mention that it was kind of hard to see a not Aura against this background for some reason. I love the dancing potions here though, I love them. And this part with the gears, it's neat. The level ends with Vinyl reappearing in the center and a sick outro using those metal walls you might recognize from the beginning. Excellent way to work with the song. In conclusion, good theme, good boss design, good detail. However, the parts that just don't feel like they belong make a massive difference on how I see this level. On top of that, the level is really laggy. There's definitely better optimizations that could have been done, but the boss model is 300 objects, so I can see how long that takes. Well, would you look at that? Duality. With the theme Duality. Nice. MC Stars and Thawne 0, Thawne O, whatever. It's a good song choice. It's a really solid level, the attacks are super well animated, and it feels like every attack belongs with the song because of how well they all sync. The level is really awesome and fun, and hard. Difficulty is no problem though, I can handle— No, I can't. That spinning thing though, this is really neat. You can actually go on the outside of it, which is a bit harder than the inside. The level finishes off fast switching between themes and then having a split screen-ish part that looks really nice. I don't think I consider this thing in the center a boss, but whatever it is, it looks cool. And the level's done. Really fun to play, even if really hard. Good job, Stars and Thawne. And finally, last we have Lycanthropy by Dark Shadow and Adam T. Vincent. It starts out with a default theme in this face. Okay. The main issue in this level, which is a big issue though, is that warnings just aren't there. Most of the attacks from this boss have minimal warnings, short warnings, or no warnings whatsoever, and they just don't help you play at all. The boss splits in half and fights whatever's possessing it, I'm assuming. That's cool. This chill part somehow is the best gameplay in the entire level and is actually really fun. Our boss friend slash enemy reappears and does this cool descent into his insanity monologue, which I really like since it adds a lot of character to him. This is a Challenger reference, I think, and this reference is kind of obvious. The level looks nice visually, but it just isn't too fun to play. If more attention was paid to the gameplay, I would have enjoyed this a lot more. That marks the end of the Duality contest and all of my thoughts on the levels in it. Overall, the levels in this one were all neat combinations, and it was really nice to see a collaboration-focused contest for once. What did you guys think of this contest? Let me know what your thoughts on the levels are in that thing below. Call the comment section. I'd love to hear what you thought about my opinions, and I'd like to compare them to yours. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.